Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop and Forge World. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the members and everybody that uses the Element Games affiliate link and the Crystal code, and a warm welcome to all of you new subscribers and viewers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, you know what to do, and I release daily content and you'll be alerted whenever I start a live stream. I took part in a few live streams at the start of the week and I hope to do another live stream this evening. So let's get straight into the video then, and we'll go onto the Warhammer community website for all of the news. There is some big news on here. So if we just go back a week ago to the 21st of October, can you believe it? We are almost in November. It's very, very soon. Halloween is upon us. I hope you're able to enjoy those holidays and get some spooky themes in, either, you know, with Warhammer or video games, or, you know, or just enjoy the food, you know, really. But if we go back to the 21st, look at the pre-orders. We had the End in the Death Volume 2 Special Edition. I've been told that there are 3 volumes by Dan Abnett. This sold out almost instantly, and yeah, as you can imagine, it's already on eBay for 3, 4, 5 times the price. Don't give in to those prices, brothers. Stick to your guns. It will be out in paperback one day. However, a book like this thick, I prefer in hardback, and that's the one I pre-ordered. I've got all of them in hardback, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. You've got the Word Bearers Omnibus. I probably will pick up that at some point. And then you have a few other novels in different languages, which is always good. Then also for pre-order, on the Saturday, we had House Van Saar Suit Up and Enter the Ash Wastes. So we had this book, Ruins of Jardlan. We had the Van Saar Ash Wastes Arachne Rigs in plastic, the cards, transfer sheet, Mind Locked Word and Cephalopod Spectors, and the Van Saar Ash Waste upgrades, as well as Warhammer 40,000 made to order. This is 8 AM on Monday, the 30th of October. You have up to order these. I might pick up the Servitors with Plasma Cannon, because I think I've got the one with a multi-melter. But they are very expensive though. They really are. And I think they're in Finecast, which is, yeah, another insult. The next day, on the Sunday, as usual, we have the pre-order preview. It happens about 6 PM GMT on a Sunday. So, you know, that means, like, you know, tomorrow at 6 PM in the evening, we'll get to see what's up for pre-order the next week. Might be the Battle Forces. They did announce those this week. We'll take a little look at those. But for today's pre-orders, you can pre-order Cities of Sigmar and Battle Tome, the Special Edition book. They look gorgeous. You've got this Lioness, Talia Vedra. You've got Pontifex Zenestra, the Matriarch of the Great Wheel. I guess that's the Great Wheel. Then you've got the Free Guild Cavalier Marshal. Looks very nice. And you've got Free Guild Marshal and Relic Envoy. Again, very cool minis. You've got the Free Guild Command Corps. You even get like a little, I want to call it a Welsh Dragon, but you know what I mean. You get this dude with the bear helmet and this kind of necromancer with the golem. I don't know. And this, yeah. Oh, they're just such cool minis. I really like them. You get this Warforger. Looks great. You know, the detail on these. This Ogre Warhulk. And then the Free Guild Cavaliers look nice too. And the Fusiliers, the Steel Helms, the Great Cannon, and the Long Hunt, which is Dawnbringer's Book 3. Yeah, they're still up to their old tricks. I call them old now because I've been doing it for a while, where they release every single miniature for a faction on one day. It must hurt their sales, thinking about it now, because I very much doubt everybody can buy all of these new minis on that one day. And it's just intense, isn't it? Seeing all of this being released on one day, you kind of think, well, I was thinking about this army, but I'd have to kind of invest for the next few months to pick them all up. What I will say, and what I really do like, is this Dawnbringers front cover. It's absolutely incredible. I'm putting my arm out here, but I think this is like one of the best Age of Sigmar art front covers we've ever had. It's just incredible. And I'd rather have that on my Space Marine Codex than what we normally get. Just have like a chaplain edition. You've got the Black Talons finally available separately. You've got the Cryptborn Stormwing. Speaking of Ionis Cryptborn, behind a paywall with 2 other Stormdrake guards. Yeah, that's a shame. They're doing this more and more. They did it with the big Troggoth miniature. It's disappointing. It's just another way of them shifting models that they're not selling as much, I can assume. I would have preferred the model on its own separately, like the Trog model. And look, hey, they're doing it right here with this Blades of Belthanos. So you might already have those Revenant Seekers, I think they are. But the bug is nice. You've got Grimhold Exile, and then you've got the Harbinger of Decay. I might pick up that today. It looks fantastic. You've got a couple of options. Look for the head. I'll probably go for that one though. You can have a bell there as well. Yeah, very nice mini. I would love to pick that one up at some point. And then if that wasn't all enough, the whole Cities of Sigmar sort of release, you've also got Fulgrim Transfigured for Warhammer Horus Heresy. Absolutely gorgeous model. I don't know whether it's worth the £170 though. I mean, you're half of a Titan almost. That's you can pick up almost 2 Cerastus Knights for that. You can pick up, I think, maybe almost one of the big super heavy tanks. He is incredibly expensive, overpriced, I think, as well. Yeah, you can go into detail and say, well, each one of those scales is hand sculpted and they're all unique. Okay, fine, but at the end of the day, it's almost £200 for this Ascended Primarch, and because of that, I'm not picking it up. Now, I'll probably kick myself because in a year, I'm giving them ideas, this will be £180, maybe £190 even. I'm not sure. But one thing I am sure about is every year their prices do increase. So this is the cheapest you will ever find him right now at the 107. Black Talon novel from Black Library. And then you've got The Red Gobbo Rides Again by Ruarida James. Anyway, that looks thick. I was caught last time with the last Gobbo book because that looked thick as well. It probably isn't. It's probably not going to be a very thick book. But it's nice that we're getting another Gobbo book for Christmas. Galaxy of Horrors. It seems like it's 20 short stories there. From Denny Flowers, Victoria, Mike, Danny Ware, Robert Raff. Yeah, that might be alright. Untamed Realms. 13 different stories by 10 different authors again. And then God Eater's Son, Vulture Lord, and Badloon Rising. I've got Badloon Rising, but I think they're available in paperback for the first time. You've got Elfslayer in audiobook, and then the battle report was Ionis Cryptborn. It's very nice. The next day, on the Monday, we had a full kind of interview outlining basically a Q&A with the designer, sculptor of Fulgrim, Sam. And it goes through some of the classic sort of artwork, and then how they, how he took, and then how Sam took some of the design cues from the previous model, turned it into this one. So you got Warhammer Age of Sigmar Battle Forces. So this was, I don't know whether this was in response to the Battle Forces being leaked around that time, but they are now officially announced, and these look more impressive than the 40k ones. Sometimes they do, but you've got the Seraphon Battle Force, which is the primordial star host. I probably may get this one. It's just, yeah, it's got one of these Slan Star Masters, which I've already got, so I don't need that. I don't need any of this, do I, really? I don't need any of these, really, do I? But it would be nice to have duplicate, Saurus Warriors and the Croxigors. And there's even 3 Terror Wings, which are kind of blended in. You don't really see those. You just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. But yeah, there's some Terror Wings there as well. This is the thing. This Slam Master's what, like 50, 60 pounds or so? And the Battle Forces, normally you'd get 1 or 2 units for free. So I'm kind of taking a bit of a hit by getting this set, because I'm not going to really do anything with this Slam Master. And I'm not sure whether it'll sell separately very well. The Praetorian Spearhead for Ossiarch Bone Reapers is lovely. I've already got plenty more Tech Guard, but I don't have Arch Cavalos Santos, which is a lovely model. I don't have the Death Riders. I also don't have these nice Morghast Archai, or one of these Gothazar Harvesters. So that, out of all of these Age of Sigmars, that'd be the one for me, I think. You've got a nice Slaves to Darkness set. Again, I have all those models. I'd only be picking up for duplicates and Eternus to make the normal Chaos Lord. You've got the Vengorian Court. Yeah, I mean, I still can't get past this Vengorian Lord himself, but that's that. So out of all of those, for me, it would probably be the Praetorian Spearhead, closely followed by the Seraphon, if I, was going to pick up 2. The 40k ones, I don't think are very good. I might be on my own with this opinion, but Defenders of the Ancestors, yeah, you got Leagues of Votan, that must save you a fair bit because you get one of these chunky vehicles, but there's not many units in this set. That's what I'm a bit concerned about, is that big Hecaton land fortress, I think it is, kind of costs a lot, and it takes up a big chunk of space in the Battle Force box set. So yeah, not a massive fan this set, but undoubtedly it'd save you some money. You got the Beast Snagger Stampede. Yeah, I mean, I really do like the kill rig, and it's expensive. Also, you're getting this more Mozrog Scragbad, who you can build as a beast boss on Squigosaur. So if you only got Mozrog, then yeah, this is a good kit. An extra kill rig's always good. You are getting what looks like the same set from the Beast Snagger box set, though. These Squig Hog Boys and the Smasher Squig, and then you get a Pain Boss Medic, which is kind of hidden around there, which is a nice model, and you're getting some Beast Snagger Boys, which you got to remember, they are push to fit, easy to build minis, these ones. So if you've already got some, they're going to look exactly the same. There's not really any spare parts to them either. So again, that Orc set is a bit, if you haven't got any Beast Snaggers, then yeah, pick it up. But if you have, yeah, your mileage may vary on that one. The Cadian Defence Force, I wonder if Games Workshop are including the missing plastic plates for the bottom of the tanks, or whether, I mean, you're going to get plenty of cardboard in these Battle Force box sets, so you definitely could use some of that cardboard to complete the models. But yeah, they've included 2 Rogel Dawn battle tanks. I don't know whether we needed 2. I think 1 would have been fine with a couple of Lehman Russes or something. Not that many infantry either. 20 Cadian shock troops and 5 model command squad. And this is the thing, you're missing out on more troops by having both of these tanks. But I like the tanks. I like the look of them. The Space Marine Spearhead Force is left me scratching my head, because they're giving you 15 of these new Jump Pack Intercessors, but the Jump Pack Intercessors only came out, less than 3 weeks ago now. And I've recently, I unboxed them and I've reviewed them, and the review is coming, I think, next week. So that might affect whether you want to pick this set up. You're getting the 3 Outriders, which don't really have any options. They're quite restricted as a set. So is the ATV, and it is a bit of a meme that it's a Mario Kart vehicle. The Captain on jump packs, all right, but no Storm Shield and Thunderhammer, which is, or Combat Shield, which is a bit of a letdown. And the jump pack Intercessors, they are the worst set out of all the new releases. They have hardly any special parts. You don't get any special weapons. The rules don't allow for that. The Sergeant has a fist and, different pistol weapons. But again, no combat shields or thunderhammers or, things like that. As I said before, you can quite easily make your own sort of assault intercessors. You just need to find some of these jump packs, which I don't know whether Games Workshop will ever sell separately. But if you did, that would open up to so many more different poses. You can already see, look, that one and that one are the same. You're going to have 3 sets of twins, basically. The Onslaught Swarm is probably my favourite 40k set out of all of these. It would have been better, I think, if we had models other than the 20 Hormagaunts. I would have liked to have seen, dare I say it, 10 Termagants in this set instead of the 20 Hormagaunts. And that's because I really love the poses of the Hormagaunts and the Gene Stealers, but to have 20 of them, they're just twins. There's no customization whatsoever, and you're going to have 2 sets of the same unit that look the same, which, I would have preferred some customization of those. You do get the Norn Emissary that you can build as a simulator instead, and you get the old Winged Hive Tyrant. Again, I'm not sure whether this set has enough. It seems like there's a unit missing or something. To only have 5 units is not much. I would have liked to have seen something else. Maybe like a Lictor. That would have been an extra little bonus, I think. That would have sold it, I think, for me, if there was a Lictor in there. Exalted of the Red Angel. If you haven't picked up Angron, I don't know whether he sold well or not, but yeah, this is kind of the Angron box. You're only getting 10 Khorne Berserkers, which I believe is illegal in this galaxy, but you are getting a whopping 6 Exalted 8-bound, or should I say Exalted 6-bound. If you don't have any Exalted, that's fine, because the 6 that you make are going to look are going to look different enough. But again, 4 units in a battle force in a bit. It's more of like a start collecting combat patrol thing, combat box set, rather than a battle force. But given that Angron is £80-90 or so, that's kind of understandable. But if you haven't had, if you skipped any of the Khorne Berserkers back in February and March, then this is your time to pick up a box set of them at a big old discount. That's my kind of big look and review, really, of the Battle Forces. I will be doing a separate Battle Force video, don't you worry. Once the prices have been announced, I'll do a separate video for those. Rumour Engine, 24th of October. Maybe it's Age of Sigmar. Don't know. Summon the Evergreen, hunt with Belthanos. It's a nice bug looking thing. And then you can download the War Scroll, which is great. Cities of Sigmar Resplendent. Hobbyists paint these. Wow, that's very cool. They're great, aren't they? Oh, look at all those colours. And people enjoying those. The Ven Dents return in a new Black Library tale. And then Witness Warden of Souls. Witness the Warden of Lost Souls riding to war in this week's battle report. So he munches on a few Slaves to Darkness, I think it is it? Cities of Sigmar are going to war. Here's how we're expanding the collections. So yeah. And then build your Warhammer Age of Sigmar collection with Stormbringer magazine, now coming soon to United States. Horus Heresy, we had these Land Raiders. Each box contains 6 Land Raiders in the Explorator. And then obviously you've got the Spartans as well. It'll just give you an idea of the sizes and differences between them. You've got Meta Watch for Age of Sigmar. You've got the Warhammer events. Get tickets for the Grand Narrative and next year Warhammer World events. So quite cool. Buy tickets. So these are all of these events. The Magnificent Monsters of Order, painted by the community. But yeah, you've got these lovely minis painted, lots of different colours. And then you've got the Forge World pre-orders, Fulgrim. So this was yesterday on Friday. A few images there of him. We'll have a look at him next. Dawnbringer Chronicles Part 12. So a little short story there, it's nice. And then what are the armies of renown? Warhammer Studio Warhammer Studio explains. So little regiments, I think they're bringing to Age of Sigmar. So let's jump on over to Forge World and have a look at Fulgrim. And he's right here on the very first page, which is awesome. Lovely sort of thumbnail and things. That would work very well for my thumbnail. So if we click on New and we go to Pre-orders, there are actually a couple of extra things. So you've got the Vansar Ash Wastes upgrades for £20 and consists of 40 resin components, not too bad for 20 quid. You've got 10 Vansar heads, 10 backpacks and 10 flasks of various designs. So there are the 10 flasks. So yeah, so there's your 40 pieces. You've got the Armory of the Sons of Horus was last week, and I think also the Champion was meant to be last week as well, but that's been he's been delayed until November. You've got the Mind-Locked Word and Cephalopod Spectres. They will ship next week in November. Can't believe it's November. But £46. It seems a lot, but then, you know, when you think it's like £10 per model, or maybe even £15 for the main one. 24 resin components and 25mm bases. So yeah, that's the Mind-Locked Word for Necromunda. And then the man himself, Fulgrim Transfigured. So not Ascended. It doesn't say Ascended on there. It just says Transfigured. Unfortunately, we don't get a 360 view, which is such a shame for a model they're trying to, you know, push for 175. Sorry, I thought it was 170. It's actually more. It's £175. There should easily be a 360 moving video thing for him. The scales are lovely. You know, there's no doubt it is a beautiful model. You know, lots of detail. Maybe he's not kind of demon enough for me. He says, looking like he's got half the body of a snake and massive wings. But it's his face, I guess. Yeah, I was expecting kind of extreme features, like some of the artwork, but instead it is just Fulgrim's face, which is, you know, let's face it, prettier than his previous untransfigured one. But just with horns and bigger hair and 4 limbs and a tail and wings. But yeah, I was expecting his face to be a bit more kind of horrific, bit more demonic. But yeah, £175 for Fulgrim. 53 resin components. So yeah, if you are a Fulgrim player, he will be right up your street. It's worth noting that the normal Fulgrim is £80. I remember when he was about 50 or 60. And yeah, I do have Lucius, and I do have the Praetor and a couple of other things. So if you just look in Emperor's Children on my playlist, I think you'll probably find some reviews. You'll probably find some unboxings and reviews actually of them. So that is Fulgrim. That is the big pre-order for this week, along with all the Cities of Sigmar releases. Let's jump on over to Games Workshop and have a look at those pre-orders. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's web store. The very first thumbnail is of these Cities of Sigmar. They've even included a nice little thumbnail of Fulgrim from Forge World. So if we click on New and Exclusive, and we go to pre-orders, 48 apparently. Review all, high to low. And yes, as you probably can tell, as you probably would have expected, the Horus Heresy Legiones Astartes battle group is out of stock. You might be able to pick it up from a few third-party sellers in places. But yeah, that has gone. And now we have Dawnbringers, Stormcast Eternals, Cryptborn's Stormwing. So Cryptborn is in this set, but he is behind a £100 paywall. Looks like you're getting 5 sprues, 153 plastic components, which is nice. You're getting obviously Ionis Cryptborn, Warden of Souls, and 2 Stormdrake Guard, which can alternatively be built as 1 Stormdrake Guard and 1 Knight Draconis. Excellent. So yeah, you can pre-order this box set of dragons if you really wish, but you might save yourself money by getting these, because you can get those Storm Drakes. However, you may already have Storm Drakes, and at which point you're either going to bump up your numbers to 4, or you're just going to have to wait for them to bring this Ionis Cryptborn out separately. I think he's a fantastic model anyway. This is the danger of them releasing him in the box set with the 2 Stormdrake, is that it could make you want to start collecting a Sigmar army. Not me though. So yeah, I'll probably wait until he's separate, and then I'll pick him up and I'll use him. I don't know how we use him, but he's just a really cool model. The Dark Coil collection set of novels, again, they were sold out extremely quickly, within like 3 minutes. Dawnbringers Sylvaneth Blades of Belthanos, again behind this £100 paywall. It seems like recently Games Workshop want you to spend a bare minimum of like £100 to get anything, this is the case for Belthanos. So you've got 7 plastic miniatures here, Belthanos and his mount, 3 Revenant Seekers, and 3 Kurnoth Hunters. I believe they're the Kurnoth Hunters and they're the Seekers, possibly. But you're getting 240 plastic components, so you're getting a lot in this set. You're getting almost 100 more parts in this set for less money than the Cryptborn. I mean, fair enough, the Cryptborn, that they are bigger models, but it's worth pointing out. Talia Vedra, Lioness of the Parch, £90. I didn't expect her to cost this much for 3 sprues, 3 sprues as well. Lovely model though. This Manticore with the scorpion tail and things. Yeah, it's a great looking mini. I'd love to pick this up. And the box looks fantastic too. 59 plastic components. So not that many for your 90 quid. But yeah, lovely mini. You've got the Battle Tome, limited edition. Not even Age of Sigmar can escape the pricing of the books and things being increased. I'm surprised this isn't £60 now. I know I'm giving them ideas. But at least with this one you're getting a set of tokens, I think. This is 300 copies. You can still pre-order it now. Looks like there's 160 pages, which is quite thick, really, for an Age of Sigmar battle tome. You get the Page Keeper, the gold page edges. It's gorgeous. It really is. They are all gorgeous. The limited edition books, especially the Age of Sigmar ones that are numbered. Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, that was I think last week or maybe the week before. You got the Radio, which was a couple of weeks ago. End of the Death special edition was sold out quite quick. You've got the Long Hunt, Dawnbringers book 3. I don't know if the other two had special editions. I can't remember. But so far that would have cost you £150 for the 3, and this one has slightly less than 100 pages. But arguably the best cover art I've ever seen. It's just, everything is just amazing on that cover with a blue page keeper, like a navy blue. Yeah, it says 96 page hardback. So there's that. Tactical Squad was 2 weeks ago, but the Black Talons, £45. Who do these think they are? Like Space Marine Command Squad? Hero Squad? I mean, aren't these like push to build? Aren't these push to fit? I don't know, but 45 components there. Don't get me wrong, they're nice. I do like them. But £45 for 5. That's more expensive than Space Marines. You got Pontifex as an Zenestra, Matriarch of the Great Wheel, £42.50 for this. What sort of size base is it on? Like a large cavalry base. Only 3 sprues. 35, that's not many components there. Yeah, 90 by 52mm oval base. So I think it's a large cavalry base, I think. Speaking of which, we've got the Free Guild Cavaliers, £40. That's about standard price for cavalry now. You know, you get your normal 3 sprues. You probably can build like one as a musician, one as a standard bearer. It probably says something about that here. Yeah, look, Arch-Knight wielding unique blade, a herald. Maybe only 2 different ones. Interesting. But you're getting 96 plastic components there, oval bases, and a transfer sheet featuring 410 city icons. Apparently there's 410 there. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, apparently. You got the Free Guild Cavalier Marshal, yeah, £35. I wonder if you can dual build this kit though. I mean, you can certainly have a helmeted and non-helmeted. It says, it doesn't say, so I think it's just one. 2 heads, 27 components. And then you've got the Harbinger of Decay. £35, 2 sprues. It's really cool though, isn't it? And it's for the Maggotkin of Nurgle. I might get that. It does look nice. 31 plastic components though. I've got to start a Maggotkin of Nurgle army then, I guess. Free Guild Fusiliers, £35. For these, 10 of them. Like Space Marine prices, 3 sprues, 115 plastic components, not that many. Storm Vault Skirmish Case for £35. You've got the Fusil Major on Ogre. Warhulk, £32.50 for that Ogre. How many pieces does this have? This has 42 plastic components. Okay, that's quite a lot, actually. Free Guild Command Corps. I think these would be WYSIWYG. They've showed the same sprue twice, though, which is really odd. £32.50, 68 plastic components. That's not that many. And I don't know whether you've got some options. Yeah, you've got some options there. Look at this. Yeah, that's quite cool. I like that. Look at this little creature. Look at that head. Helmet even. I mean, that's nice. Yeah, multi-part plastic kit. Yeah, I'd definitely pick that up if I was going for Cities of Sigmar. You've got a iron weld great cannon. Looks very nice. The artillerists, different assembly in different poses, 61 plastic components. Okay, that's not too bad. You've got 3 sprues there. Would have been nice if they had a different cannon type thing, but I understand they're kind of limited with that. You've got the battle tome, which I would expect to have the same number of pages as the special edition. It's 160 pages, yeah. So quite a thick one, that one. 32.50. Free Guild steel helms for also £32.50. I think these are like your main battle line troops. Nice 6 components, not too bad. Yeah, you can build one as a sergeant at arms with a hammer and an inspiring battle priest carrying a holy relic. Necromunda, I think that was last week, and the same for Vansar, Ashwace, Arachnirigs. Let's just have a quick look. No, these were a 2-week pre-order window, I think. And these consist of 120 plastic components. It's quite a lot for 30 quid. And then, yeah, you've got the Runes of Jardlan. This is 128 pages. That hardback book. Then you've got Dawnbringers, Book 3, The Long Hunt, sort of standard edition. Still, cover art's nice for this one. But obviously not as epic as the special edition. £30. And of course, 96 pages, the same. You've got the Warhammer Horus Heresy Exemplary Battles of the Age of Darkness Volume 1, £30. That was a couple of weeks ago. You've got the Free Guild Marshal and Relic Envoy, £27.50 for these two. I mean, you are getting 2 minis, but you also get a couple of options with these, look. So that's quite cool. Well, a number of options, look. Yeah. Is it just 1 sprue? 24 plastic components? Yeah, 1 sprue, £27.50. Wow. And it's in a box, it looks like. The Warhammer Day 2023 was, I think, a week ago or so. You've got the Alchemite Warforger, £22.50. It's a cool looking model, though. If a little pricey. In a box, 1 sprue. Grimhold Exile, £22.50 again for this Fireslayer. Powerful hero. Maybe he was in a box set before, but he's now available separately. Fall Acadia is no longer available. Can still pre-order the End of the Death. I think that's released next weekend. And then you've got Black Talon hardback. You can pre-order that today for £20. Underhive Graffiti transfer sheet for £20. Forges of Mars, I think that was like a week or 2 ago. But you can pre-order Wordbearers Omnibus today for £15. You got the Vansar Gang Tactics for £12.50. Battling Rising is paperback. So is Galaxy of Horrors, Angron, and Untamed Realms, as well as God Eater's Son, The Vulture Lord, and Dagobbo Rides Again. Dagobbo Rides Again, it's hardback, $7.99. It's quite pricey for such a small novel. I think it'll be probably 100 pages or so. Maybe not even that, but yeah. So plenty of books and things for stocking fillers. You know, get a few books for Christmas. We're getting there, aren't we? So that's it for the pre-orders and the news today. It's mainly Age of Sigmar. It's basically Age of Sigmar Day. You know, you've got the Stormcast Eternals, Cryptborn Stormwing, the Blades of Belthanos. You've got all of the Cities of Sigmar releases, like all of them, which is crazy. You've also got the Harbinger of Decay for Maggotkin. You've got some Necromunda goodies and a load of novels. So, yeah, a lot to pre-order and to look at today. As always, you know, please do share with us all in the comments what your favourites are, and whether you pre-ordered any of them. Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It's always good to read them. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.